Okay, I'm going to review the Project Hub and kind of how to get it set up the first time that you log in. So the first time you do log in, that you'll be brought to your dashboard, which will basically be blank because there's nothing in the system yet. But let's take a peek at some of the menu items here. So your dashboard, which is where we are now, my account, which is basically your profile. There's administration, and there's project administration, user administration, and system admin. So I'm going to walk through these first to kind of show you some of those settings. So let's start here with the system administration. So basically, here's where you can set your locale, your time zone, and also your date format. Here's where you'll also set up your emails. So emails are triggered when there's in-app messaging. So when you send a message to one of your users, this is what this is basically the setup that you're going to use to make sure that that happens. So you can turn that on or off. You can also fill in your sender email, the sender name, whatever name you'd like to appear. It can be your name or the name of the app or the name of your business, whatever you'd like. And then there's two methods that you can use. There's the PHP mail, which is by far the quickest to get up and going. However, there's some caveats to that, and it mainly has to do with your hosting server. If it's not set up properly on the hosting server, you could run into various issues, including mail not being sent all the time, the from address being different from what you've actually defined because the server's controlling that. Unfortunately, this is something that's out of our control and more in the control of your hosting provider. So if you want to use that method and you're finding you're having issues with it, that you would have to contact your host and discuss with them what you're doing and see what they can do to help. You also have the SMTP method, which gives you a lot more flexibility. However, there again with your hosting servers, they could sometimes block outgoing connections on certain ports, and then your mail won't work. But again, that's something that's out of the control of us, and you'd have to contact your hosting provider to resolve. But there are other services out there, and I'll just flip over to one here. This is Mandrill, and as you'll see, I just wanted to show you the pricing. This is basically an SMTP server that you can use, and it's free up to 12,000 emails a month. That's a lot of emails, so I think a majority of people could probably use this, and then it kind of eliminates the issues of your hosting provider having limitations on your SMTP setups, because you'd be basically using this service to do it. We use it, or a service like this. There's many other ones, and it works great, and it's a lot less hassle. So if you have a million emails per month, that's a great problem to have, and it's definitely worth the 20 cents per thousand emails. So those are a couple of the options that you have to go with. So next, I want to review the user administration. Right now, when you first log in, it's just you. So this is me here. So I'm basically the super user. You'll see there's a few predefined roles here that you can edit. If you click on here, you'll be able to see you can edit the name of that role as well as the permissions that you can set for them. So as you can see, there's a pretty wide variety here that you can choose from. There's the client. We have kind of a basic user. Which we kind of predefine some of these settings, which you're more than welcome to edit, and then project manager, which has obviously a lot more permissions to create projects, close projects, and things of that nature. You can also add roles. If you go ahead and click that, you can name that role, and then you'll see the full array of permissions that you can edit, and you can go ahead and set those as necessary. Let's see. So what we're going to want to do is, seeing we only have the admin in here, let's just go ahead and add a user so that when we go into the maybe basically managing a project, we'll have a user to kind of assign tasks to. So I'm just going to give a quick username, and I'm just going to name them generically. Let's just do the the project manager, and then you can fill in your company name. So this one here, I'm just calling PM App. And an email address, which we'll just do a test. Oops. And a password. And an hourly rate you can assign. This basically ties into the time tracking system so that you can track budgeting. So I'm just going to put a generic here, $20 an hour. And then, of course, we'll assign them a role, which this one will be project manager. So I'll go ahead and add that person. And you'll see there's project manager. Now, you can click into these, and you'll see that they'll give you a quick snapshot view of that. You can also edit them to add more features. Add more features to them. Back there. Okay. wrong button there. There we go. So you can upload an avatar, basically a headshot. The company, you can see there's the basic fields here that you may want to include. You can set locale for each of them, passwords, permissions, tags, things like that. So now that we at least have that user, let's go ahead and actually create one more, and then we'll use these two, employees as an example here. So this one we'll just call developer. So now we'll have a project manager, and we'll have a developer as well to assign tasks to, and we'll just keep these up at the test level, and we'll set that, let's just say it's this, and the role we will make just a basic user for that. So we'll go ahead and add. Okay, so now we've got a few different users that we can use when we go ahead and set up our first project, and that will be in the next module.